Hey folks, welcome back. Let's get one thing clear: never react when someone disappoints you. Instead, confuse them with your acceptance. In this moment, you might feel trapped in their emotional whirlwind, and it's tempting to chase after them for clarity or validation. But here's the harsh truth: every time you react, you surrender your power. Consider this: when they pull away or ignore you, how do you respond? Do you spiral into confusion and despair, or do you recognize that their behavior reflects more about them than it does about you? Are you ready to dive deep? We're about to uncover why acceptance is the ultimate response, but first hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Let's embark on this journey together. Now let me paint a picture. Imagine standing by a calm, serene lake and someone tosses a stone into the water. The surface ripples, but eventually returns to its peaceful state. That's what happens when you react to disappointments. You create unnecessary turbulence in your emotional world. Instead, choose to be that calm lake by accepting their behavior without reacting. You maintain your inner peace. It's not about ignoring your feelings. It's about mastering your response to them. Let's be brutally honest: when you react, whether with anger, sadness, or frustration, you're telling them your actions control my happiness. And who wants to live like that? It's time to shift the narrative when faced with inconsistency. Instead of lashing out, embrace acceptance. Understand that their confusion is not your burden to bear. That's where your true strength lies. Now, how do you practice this acceptance? Start by acknowledging your feelings. It's natural to feel disappointed. It's part of being human, but don't let those feelings dictate your actions. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Their behavior is beyond your control. You can't change how they act, but you can change how you respond. By choosing acceptance, you reclaim your power. Imagine this next time they let you down. Instead of reacting with hurt, take a deep breath. Remind yourself their actions reflect them, not you. Carry on with your day, focusing on what truly matters to you. This may confuse them. Initially, they expect you to react, to chase after them, but when you don't, you flip the script. You become the unpredictable element in their game. Trust me, that's a game changer. When you accept their behavior without reacting, you're not condoning it, you're rising above it. You're saying, I won't let your choices dictate my happiness. You send a powerful message: you are not a pawn in their emotional chess game. You are the master of your own life. This embodies Stoicism, acknowledging what you can't control and focusing on what you can. What happens next? Embracing acceptance creates space for clarity. You begin to see them for who they really are, not just through the lens of your disappointment. You realize their actions reveal their flaws, not yours. You stop internalizing their behavior and recognize your own worth. This shift is profound. So, are you ready for this challenge? The next time they disappoint you, resist the urge to react. Instead, practice acceptance. In the comments below, write this affirmation: I choose acceptance over reaction. Let it declare your newfound power. Remember, you are not here to chase those who don't value you. You are here to cultivate your own peace and happiness. If this resonates with you, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more empowering content. Your transformation starts now. Let's dive deeper into the power of acceptance. By choosing to accept rather than react, you take control of the narrative. You're not just a bystander in this emotional roller coaster, you're the one steering the ship. When they see that their actions no longer provoke a reaction from you, it confuses them. They realize you're not the same person who would chase after them for validation. You have transformed into someone who stands firm in their own worth. Let's be real: every time you've chased them or explained your feelings, did it bring you closer or create more distance? You know the answer: push them away. So why do we keep falling into that pattern? Because we're conditioned to believe our worth is tied to their acknowledgement, but your worth is not defined by their actions or words. You are inherently valuable, and it's time to believe that. Shifting this mindset begins with self-reflection. Understand what truly makes you happy, what brings you joy. Pour your energy into yourself, not into their confusion. Start creating a life you love, independent of their approval. Now let's talk about the beauty of detachment. When you practice acceptance, you learn to detach from their expectations. You stop seeking their validation and find strength within yourself. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care enough about yourself to not let their actions dictate your mood. The next time they pull away, remind yourself: I accept you for who you are, but I won't let your choices affect my happiness. That's the power of acceptance. You may wonder, what if they notice my silence? Here's the truth: when they see you embracing acceptance, they may feel a sense of loss and start questioning their behavior. When you stop reacting, you become a mystery. They'll wonder why you're no longer chasing them. They may try to pull you back into their emotional games, but you've moved on, you've chosen your peace, and that confuses them. This isn't about revenge, it's about reclaiming your power and choosing a joyful life. Your silence isn't punishment, it's a statement. It says, I'm here, I'm strong, and I don't need your validation to feel complete. So when disappointment arises, take a moment to breathe. Remind yourself of your worth and the power of acceptance. Instead of reacting, focus on your growth. Use this time to invest in yourself, discover new passions, and build a life you love. In the comments below, write this affirmation: I am enough and I choose my peace. Let it resonate within you. You are not defined by their actions, you are defined by your responses. From now on, commit to practicing acceptance when faced with disappointment. Pause, breathe, remember that their behavior does not dictate your worth. Embrace the confusion they feel when they see you stand tall in your acceptance. Your journey to peace and acceptance starts now. Now let's reflect on the impact of acceptance on your relationships. When you embrace acceptance, you create a ripple effect. You're changing how you respond to their behavior and the entire dynamic of your interactions. Suddenly you're not on edge waiting for their next move. You become the calm in the storm, a steady presence. Others can count on this. Doesn't just confuse them, it forces them to confront their actions and their consequences. When you stop reacting, you're no longer feeding into their emotional chaos. You're rising above the drama, realizing you can shape your reality. You're not a victim, you're the architect of your happiness. This mindset attracts healthier relationships, drawing in people who appreciate your strength and stability. Let's address a misconception: practicing acceptance doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Respect, it means recognizing what you can control and what you cannot. You can accept someone's behavior without letting it dictate your emotional state. It's okay to set limits and stand up for yourself while embracing acceptance. Acceptance creates space for open communication. You're no longer reacting from hurt or frustration. You approach conversations from understanding